Aloha, welcome. I am Noreha no Karaya Sete Iranaya Kero no Kokoya Noreha. Energy, recalibration. We're really feeling quite a lot of things happening, occurring, shifting, changing, not just within our own inner reality world, but all around us. It's just magnetic, electric, pulling stuff out of us and stretching us in all different directions. How are we coping with all of these energies? How are we recalibrating these energies within our energetic systems during this time? Because it's a constant adaptation, a constant, continuous thing for each and every one of us to move through, grow through, simply show up to, with. And you feel your bodies just going all over the place, your mental body, emotional body, physical body, spiritual body. Everything's hitting us from all directions. And, I'm asking here, how are each and every one of you handling, dealing with all of these ongoing energies that are happening through us, not just to us, but through us? How are you moving through chaotic times? There's a lot of chaotic things happening, and we truly need to detach from everything that's going on. Detach compassionately. I know it's easier said than done, because with everything that's going on out there, it's crazy. And our emotions are on overdrive right at this time and moment and space that we all are in collectively, not just individually, but collectively. And it does pierce so many parts of our body. It triggers so many different things within us. And for me, it tells me, okay, what else do I need to work on? If I'm being triggered by this, that, I'm not standing in my own authentic power. I am giving that power up, giving it away, allowing these triggers to emotionally spin me every which way, not being able to maintain and stay in that empowerment of your own authenticity. When you are able to stay in that space of not just gratitude, compassion, joy, peace, harmony, but stay in that space of neutrality and observe instead of absorb. Because a lot of people now are absorbing everything. The trick and the key to it all is to observe. Simply observe. Yes, easier said than done, but observing everything is the key and the sweet spot to stay in that space of neutrality. As you remain in that space of neutrality, you begin to become more aware with the greatest of clarity and have that deeper understanding of how things are flowing, not just within your life, for yourself, for the lessons and purpose of your being here, of existence on this planet, but of all there is, of our connection to one another, collectively, individually, our connection to Gaia, our connection to all sentient beings, because we are connected to all sentient beings. We are a reflection of all sentient beings, and all sentient beings are a reflection of ourselves. So, how are each and every one of you moving through these tumultuous times? Many are having resistance, fears, stuck in a rut, in a funk, and unable to move out of that funk. Lots are going on, just so many things happening in the outside world of us. But know that these shifts and changes must take place. Things are collapsing, breaking down in order for all of us to have that breakthrough. That's what's going on. It's a breakthrough of our entire being, a stripping down of everything that we have been conditioned with, programmed, and patterned. It's all falling away. Light is winning, despite what everybody sees and or thinks and believes. Look at the bigger picture of things and how things are falling apart. Things need to fall apart in order for new to reconstruct, reconfigure, and begin fresh and re-innovate it. We're not waiting for anyone to do something. We're waiting for ourselves. We're the ones that we're waiting for. We're the ones that are here to be the change, make that change, step up to the plate, and be a better version of ourselves instead of complaining and residing in the space of fear. Channel that energy into something productive and constructive solutions, not just to help ourselves, but in connection to all there is, to help everyone, to be of service to all sentient beings. It's just as simple as it is difficult. It all depends on your mindset, all your body's mindsets, which way we'd like to take things, how we'd like to approach, what directions, perhaps networking on a much uplifting level instead of a spiraling level that does not elevate humanity into being all that they can be, because humanity is very, very powerful, and they have the power to create magnificent realities as magnificent beings of light. That's what we all are. We are energy flowing through the currencies of life, through time and space. How will each and every one of us move forward, move through, navigate through all that is occurring during this time? I see it as a tremendous adventure that we are all a part of. We have chosen to be a part of this because we are here to be that change, to make the difference, not just for ourselves, but for others, for all sentient beings, for future generations to come. Laying out the path, planning, knowing that plans are shiftable. They shift and move and reconstruct accordingly to the energies that are flowing during this time. We will change and make that change into a higher, more elevated consciousness to be able to better assist one another through these energetic, exciting times. I see it as an exciting time, shifting into so many different layers, so many different realities, timelines, however you define it as. I define everything as energy, simply. We are all balls of light. We are all energy, and we flow according to our alignment to all there is, what we resonate with, that is aligned to not just our spirit and soul's path, but also to those that we come across in life, their paths as well. So be in alignment with all that you are, the power that you hold, and walk in that powerful authenticity of yourself at all times. This is a time to be your highest frequency, to implement and be that powerful being of light. We see the darkness, we feel that darkness. It's part of the yin and yang, the dark and the light, the good and the not so good. But in actuality, there's a purpose for everything. There's a balance for everything. It's all part of this matrix that we are in. This is a huge game that we are in. And helping out, being of service to everyone is really, really, to me, beneficial for not just Gaia, but humanity. Doesn't matter where you're from, what country, what state, wherever, it will benefit all. And this includes the galaxies, the cosmos. They're watching us. We're like a TV show, in essence, to them. They're watching and seeing what will happen in this episode that we're playing out during this time. They're watching to see how we flow, how we work together in unity or ununified. You know, it's up to us. We have free will. We can do whatever it is that we choose to do so. Something that perhaps may be beneficial or not so beneficial. But when I think about it, everything is beneficial. However I look at it, everything that is a not so great opportunity actually is. Just that it's disguised that way. You know, there's like a layer or a veil covering that inopportunity for us to just kind of pick it out and go, that's why you're there. You're there to show more of that opportunity that actually exists for me to learn and grow from. So everything's like an adventure, and so much energy going on, so much different corresponding mixed energies happening, and you can see it in real time. You can feel it in real time. You can see it and feel it in people's signature energy fields. I can see it all over these social media platforms in how people are responding and or reacting, how everyone has become triggered with everything that's going on. Definitely, we are part human, therefore, the experience is all our own, individually and collectively. But I must say, everything is definitely an adventure. And who doesn't love adventures? And so, energetically, take care of yourselves, your bodies, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body. Be good, be kind to yourself always. Listen to the bodies, each and everybody. If you need that rest, take that rest, because all of those bodies are signaling to you that it needs rest, it needs food, fuel. Perhaps you're vegan, or however different choices of foods and nutrients that fuels you. Do so. Listen to it. Pay attention to the bodies, because they are always talking to you. But the key is, you need to be listening to the bodies, because they never lie. They warn you and they tell you things that it needs. So pay attention to each body. Pay attention to the emotional body. When you become triggered, or if you're deciding on things and you're making a decision, a very important decision in your life, pay attention to the emotional body, because if you're going to make decisions emotionally, take a step back. You don't want to do that. You want to have a clear mind, a clear conscience, and be able to see things with the greatest of clarity while you're going into these important decisions. So listen to all the bodies. The emotional body can sometimes take you all over the place. But if you channel those emotional energies into something positive, constructive for yourself, then you got the emotional body and its energies working for you where you need it to be, just like the rest. So be good, be kind to each and every one of your bodies. Be in balance and alignment and resonant with each of the bodies. Talk to the bodies. Ask the bodies questions. Is this a good decision for me? Is this something I should be doing? Is this a good thing for me to be eating? How will it affect me? Usually, I talk to my body. When I eat, I ask the body, what is it that you need to be able to fuel both of us and keep our energies in balance and alignment in the things that we need to do? on this planet, in this body, and help one another to be able to move and not drag one another down and get frustrated and misaligned and all of those things. So the body is always listening, body is always talking to you. So just pay attention, listen, ask, be grateful to the bodies, show gratitude for each of the bodies because they are all here to assist us. They're not here to torture us, they're here to help us while we're here. And so all of the bodies are important: the physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, as well as your mental body, and balancing each of these bodies, I feel, is something really vital and important for our daily living, daily life, being in alignment with all of the bodies is very much important as well. Taking the time out to rest, relax, rejuvenate, recoup, ground yourself, perhaps meditation, and just simply be still with yourself, with all the bodies. That is very rejuvenating for each and every one of the bodies. It's very re-energizing, and it refuels all of the bodies and brings them all together in alignment. You would not believe how happy each and every one of the bodies are when you do that, when you take that extra step in self-care. And that self-care encompasses each and every one of the bodies. So be kind to yourself, be good to all the bodies. If you find yourself coming out of alignment, you'll feel it, you'll know it, you'll get the signals from either the mental body, the emotional body, physical body, and or the spiritual body. But you'll know, they'll signal it for you. And that's when you'll just regroup with all the bodies. It's nothing hard. It's just like having a relationship with your friends, with your coworkers, your family members. Similar to that, except you're having a more intimate and established relationship, communication with all of you, all of your bodies. That assists you during this time while you're on this planet. And so be good to yourselves, take care of yourselves, your wellness, well-being, self-care. Check in with yourself daily, with all yourselves. Check in. Be grateful. Have much gratitude, appreciation, and thankfulness for all of your bodies, because they are all here to assist us as everything else is. We have just forgotten about it. So we're coming back into that remembrance energetically. So these energies are moving us in so many different places, so many different aspects and directions, because if we can handle it, we're multi-dimensional beings of divine light. This is what we naturally do. We naturally are. we're bringing all this energy down through our bodies, recalibrating these energies, acclimating these energies, moving, accelerating forward even more so into where we need to be and when synchronistically. So everything is occurring at an accelerated pace. And if you find yourself having to catch up to it all, don't worry, you'll catch up. But your bodies will assist you there and help you to move with the way that these energies are going. It's nothing to be in fear about. This is all part of the energetic shift that we're all growing through, moving through. So just buckle up, Buttercup, because it's a pretty wild ride. It's an adventure, basically. But I haven't come on here for quite a while, so I figure I better jump on there because a lot is going on energetically. I'm sure many are stuck on the ongoing thing going on regarding the e-files. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But I find myself, when I see videos, read about stuff, hear about stuff of that nature, I find myself kind of sort of really digging deep within the recesses of my consciousness and connecting there with the higher self and having a basic sit down with perplexing concerns of that nature, as well as everything else. But then at the same time, I know deep within that these things must surface. The dark, everything that has been hidden and in the dark must surface now during the time. But it has been surfacing over the years, just that now it's more accelerated and it's more in everyone's face. So no one can actually deny anything, because everything and anything that has been hidden and carries dark energy is being revealed, because the light is literally blanketing this planet. It is showing all the dirt, all the icky things that majority of humanity either did not see or refused to look at or were in denial about. There's no way anyone can be in denial of everything that is surfacing during this time, whether it's economics, political, financial, and everything else sprinkled in there. It's coming out, and it's going to come out even more. Therefore, I would highly suggest that everyone more or less prepare their bodies, their mental body, emotional body, physical body, spiritual body, etheric body, and strengthen your bodies in alignment and balance. Um, because this is basically just the beginning of things to come. There are even more shocking things that will literally hit us all. And there's people that are not going to be able to handle it. Therefore, those that have strengthened themselves will be able to assist the others, because it's going to be wild. It's going to be very wild. I mean, we haven't experienced nothing yet. So prepare your bodies to the best of your abilities and capabilities so that you may be able to stand in your empowerment, stand in your authenticity and power and in strength. When more shit hits the fan, it's coming. And I believe a lot of you know that it's coming. And when you're in the know, you must also know that you must prepare all the bodies, because it will jolt every single body. It's like if you ever got into some kind of car accident, when that happens, your bodies are jolted. That happened to me in 2015. I was driving home from work one night and I was so close to home, like 1 minute away, and I fell asleep at the wheel. Luckily, I didn't smash into anyone, hurt anyone. I don't think I smashed a car. I smashed my car, and I jumped the curb. But my car was totaled. I totaled my car, and I kind of blacked out. Well, how can I black out if I'm sleeping, right? I'm already out. But that kind of jolted me. It jolted me awake to see all this smoke in my car. And it also jolted all of the bodies. That was crazy. And it happened so fast. And so I totally ruined my car. So when I got home, I just felt like my bodies were just all over the place. They were not aligned. And then something told me, go lie down and go into a deep meditation. I was like, okay. So I lied down, I went into a deep meditation, and I began to heal myself. And I was thinking in that state, I was aware of everything, but during that state, I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? And then the next thought was, how am I doing this? Because it was really incredible. What I saw was that I was healing myself and bringing all of my bodies, the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, etheric, I was bringing all of those bodies back into alignment. because they were all like that. They were kind of scattered. They were around, but the bodies were like, it was just horrible, and I could feel it. And so as I laid there and I began to heal myself, I saw every single body just line up. They all came in alignment. So everything became into alignment. And then while in that state of healing, self-healing, I heard, you're going to do this again. You're going to do this now, and you're going to do this the next day, as well as the next day. And you're going to fortify that alignment and balance and centeredness of all of your bodies. You are healing you. And I was like, okay. And so I just did all of those things for that many days that I was told to do it. My higher self stepped in. That was my higher self directing me. And after that, I started to do other healings on animals, on people, and I had no clue there was a name for a certain type of energetic healing that I was doing. I was just doing it. It was like something that was ingrained in me. So eventually I came across a book, and I read about it was about healing, and it spoke about Reiki. And I was like, that's what I'm doing. Is that what it's called? So I've been doing that without knowing what the name was. And I was doing it for the longest time. Not knowing. To me it was energy healing. And so that only told me that we have the power to heal ourselves completely from anything and everything. We have that power. Never let anyone take that power from you or tell you differently. So that was incredible. So it's like that. All of the things that are going on, all these triggers, and the more that things will escalate in this world, you're going to want to fortify all of your bodies. You're going to need to. Especially healers out there. Energy healers, channelers, however you define yourself as. You're going to want to fortify and strengthen all of those bodies and be in alignment, balance, and resonance with one another at all times. Now is the time. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not next week, next month. Now. You want to do that now. Not later down the line when you're going to have to assist an umpteen amount of people and you haven't strengthened yourself. No, you don't want to be in that position. You want to be in a solid position. So it's a continuous process, ongoing process, so to speak. So yes, strengthen the bodies of yours, all of them. Stand in your empowerment. Do not give away that power of yours. Do not allow it to be taken, and do not allow someone to coerce you into giving your power away. Hold steadfast to your power and strength and all that you are. And be ready. Prepare all the bodies. Nerokoya me zero no kokoya na rea boraya si nakurokoya te. Prepare your bodies in self-care, wellness, well-being. Fuel the bodies with nutrients that strengthens and nurtures each and every body. Keno no koya irete ma zurete keyara me to mikeyara nokoroko mozeana sitoya meroko. Especially the emotional body. Because a lot of things that are happening now are hitting the emotional body really hard. So you want to be able to keep that in alignment, balance, and strengthen that body. But strengthen all of them, because all the bodies are connected. If something's off in one of your bodies, the rest will feel off as well. And so each body affects the next of one another. And so, yeah, just know that, be aware of that, ground yourself, be loving, be kind to yourself, and all of those wonderful things. I don't know if I have anything else to say here, but do you to the best of your capabilities and abilities, and be it joy, be it peace, forgiveness, and love to all of you. Kenoya nesete iorokoya meana karako zirde I naya Mikiana ne zuraya keara nayoko kokora zirokoya nete oyaraya merokoya nekiranea sianana kayate Mekuya ne. All my love, appreciation, gratitude, thankfulness to all of you, all there is, all sentient beings, Gaia, all kingdoms, to the galaxies, cosmos, multiverses, civilizations, and galactic families. Sa kurete nigaranaya sa me kurete kiroya so iara me te kayate mo kino to mere I sa oriate me kiana merea zo ki ne nere mo hora kire na so irete ki na si ayate na no kiara ne si noreha. Love to you and yours. Aloha.